everyone, thanks for coming out. There's a bee by my nose. My name is Janine Friesen. Today we're going to be making some cheesy chicken and spinach rolls. I'm glad you guys stopped by today. Let's hit the kitchen. I think we're just going to get right into it and start right away. I have my frying pan hot here with a little bit of olive oil in it. And I'm going to cook up some chicken. I have some very finely cut up chicken here. So I have my chicken cut up into really small pieces. You could also use a rotisserie chicken and just cut the meat off and finely chop it. I used chicken breasts that were still partially frozen. If you want to be able to cut chicken easily, the best way to do it is when it's still partially frozen. You don't want it to be rock hard, but you want it to still have enough ice in there to help it hold its shape. The best way to defrost your chicken is in the kitchen sink in a bowl. You put cold water in there and your pieces of chicken, and every 10 minutes or so you drain the water and you add cold water again, or cool water. And you'll want to do this until your chicken's about half frozen. And then you want to use a cutting board that you use for chicken only, because we don't want any cross-contamination issues going on. I've also got to pack 1 box of gluten-free lasagna noodles, cooking according to package directions. So while I'm waiting for my noodles to be done, and my chicken's almost done, I have here 2 cloves of garlic. And to peel them, all I do is whack them with the side of my garlic press, and they pop right out. Throw that aside, go. So 2 cloves of peeled garlic, I'm just going to put them through my press, straight into the chicken. I'm also going to add about 1/2 cup of chopped spinach. And I chopped it fairly fine. We want this to be small texture things that we're putting in there because we want to be able to roll it up. So now that this is just about done, I'm going to throw my spinach in so that it gets nice and wilty. There, we're just going to take that off the heat now and set it aside for a little while, let it sit for a few minutes, let it cool down a little bit. And I'm going to take and drain my lasagna noodles. The timer is going to go off here in a minute. So as you can see, I used a large pot. I used a large pot of water because I did not want my lasagna noodles breaking apart on me. I've had trouble with that in the past with the gluten-free lasagna noodles. And I'm going to take and drain them now. I'm going to drain them straight into the sink. My home ec teacher taught us that when we were making lasagna in grade 10 home ec. But if you wash down your sink and put the plug in so it's just loose, not so it's set, you can easily drain your pasta straight into the sink and you won't have your lasagna noodles getting squished in a little strainer. I've drained my pasta and I've rinsed it off with cold water, and as anything that happens in the kitchen goes, you can have things happen out of your control. For me, brown rice lasagna noodles constantly break when I am boiling them. So we are going to be using the few that we have whole, and we're going to be making rolls out of those. For those of you who use normal lasagna noodles, you can boil yours up no problem and roll them. But I'm going to improvise. I'm going to make some into mini lasagnas. So as it goes, I'm not going to let it stop me. We're going to keep going and just improvise. Remember, there's never a mistake in the kitchen. It's always just an opportunity to make something different. The only thing is, you know it was supposed to be something else. In this bowl, I have 2 cups of ricotta cheese. To this, we're going to add 1 egg. That's going to be our binder. We're also going to add about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Love Parmesan cheese. Give that a little stir. And to this mixture, we're going to be adding our chicken, garlic, and spinach. So this is our filling. We're going to set that aside for a moment. We're going to use the same frying pan that we had our chicken and our garlic in because there's a little bit of oil left in that pan, and that oil is full of flavor from frying your chicken and your garlic in there. So we are going to turn the heat back on, and we're going to fry up about a half cup of diced onion, and about a half cup of chopped red pepper. And we're just going to let this fry until it is, we don't want it totally done, we just want it to be, you know, sort of translucent and softened. Now that our onions are getting softened, we're going to mix in the whole pack of the spinach Philadelphia cream cheese and let it soften. As you can see, it's gotten really soft already. It's very spreadable already. We're going to add some milk to it now to thin it down. Make sure you're scraping along the pot. We want to make sure that we get all the flavor bits that were left there from making our chicken and spinach and garlic stuffing. We're going to add half a cup of milk. We're going to put a little bit of pepper in there. I'm going to turn the heat off now. I also have a small lemon. If I had a large lemon, I would use only half a lemon. But since I have such a small one, I'm going to use the juice of a whole lemon. We're going to just give it a little rub along the counter to release the juices. Cut it in half. Make sure you don't get any seeds in there. The lemon juice is just really going to brighten the flavors of the sauce. Okay, we're just going to remove that from the heat. I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. So we're going to take some of our filling. We're going to put it along our lasagna noodle and just spread it out. Here is my pot. Just going to put just a little bit of sauce along the bottom, just so that my noodles won't stick to the bottom of the container, just a little bit. And we're going to take our noodles here and roll it up. So here we have our 3 little rolls. We're just going to take some of our beautiful cream cheese sauce and just drizzle it over the top. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, look at that. It's not even baked yet and it looks fantastic. And here I have some mozzarella cheese. We'll put some of that on here. As I said, my oven is at 375. I'm going to put this in there for about 20 minutes or so while I finish making that one. So for the layered one, I'm going to divide this filling in half and put about half of it along the bottom. Then I'll take some of my pieces of lasagna noodles and we will place a layer of noodles to cover all the cheese, and then we will put down half of our sauce over the noodles, put a little bit of mozzarella in there. We're going to put the other half of our ricotta, spinach and chicken layer down. We're going to cover this up with some more noodles. We're going to put down the rest of our cream cheese, our spinach cream cheese sauce. And we're going to sprinkle the top with the rest of our mozzarella. And we'll pop this one in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes, or until it's nice and bubbly. So as you can see, our meal is done. Whether you have to improvise or you can go with your original plan, either way it's going to be a fantastic meal. The flavors are going to be out of this world thanks to the spinach Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm just going to taste into one of these rolls. Wow, yeah. Once you take the lasagna, if you let it sit for 5-10 minutes so that everything settles a little bit, you'll be able to slice that and serve it in beautiful slices as well. And it'll show the layers. Oh, this is good. This dish is so simple and so delicious. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by again today. Congratulations to all the finalists so far. The gals that are in the kitchen still making videos, keep at it. We got one more week with desserts. Let's go out with a bang. I'll see you guys all on dessert week. Bye.